colleagues, my name is Kagolo Polofudi. As we're closing the Moments Month, we are joined here by Claudia, Bonso, Kajal, and Rebecca. We're going to have a beautiful, deep conversation around women in the mining industry. I hope you enjoy it because they're here to uplift us, support us, and be the change that we want to be.
And when you think about layering the framework of where women are in mining as we speak, we've had quite a couple of generations of women coming into the industry, and the first generation started by creating and breaking those barriers to enable all of us to come into the sector. But now that the generation has done that, our role as women who are in the industry, coming in as young professionals, is to actually start imparting what authentic feminine leadership really looks like for mining. At South Deep, we've got quite a high intake of women in high leadership positions. Our entire value chain is actually based on these women. I mean, that really starts with the resource. We have myself being the first female chief mine planner for the business. We have the likes of Adja, we've got your team, we've got my team. There's a lot of women in Goldfields that are really having critical positions.
What really stood out for me with Goldfields and South Deep is one of the values that the company has, and that is respect. And the moment you set your foot on the operations, the respect is there. It's not just a window dressing campaign. It is a value that people on this operation live up to. We have respect. So what really stood out for me as well, we can all see the numbers don't lie. We've seen a significant 28% increase in the workforce with women coming through, over 30% increase in leadership, which was attributed to women, which those are huge, great strides. We'd like to also acknowledge the Women Advisory Committee for all the great work that they're doing. We see the lactation rooms, we see the change rooms and the restrooms and the level and the standard that they made to be comfortable for women. The PPE that is issued on the mine to make it comfortable, and it's designed such that women can comfortably use it underground. Come into the operation, you'd realize that there's women who work solely on surface, people in the discipline of HR, finance and procurement, and you have a hybrid environment where people are required to be on the operation, and it's not, you can actually be here and you can actually work from home. Environments like the geology and the planning departments where you could be here, but you can also be effective and impactful working from home. But what I also like about the company and what it has harnessed is the innovation and technology.
We need to create a platform in this environment that celebrates and acknowledges and values who we are. So when we bring our voices to the table, they need to be as authentic as possible. Because as much as we have the stereotype that mining is a tough, hard environment, and we are measured on our resilience in response to that toughness, what our real value add is for this industry is actually breaking that toughness and bringing the softer side of mining. And we know that they are capable. We've seen the work that they do. We acknowledge their value to the business. Every decision, however big or small, is based on conversations. So we need to keep amplifying these conversations around our true essence in the industry. We are authentically here. We don't need to change our identity to fit in like how our predecessors did. They did that to lay the rose petals for us. I think, first of all, we need to acknowledge that the mining industry has got a working culture and platforms that are predominantly designed for males, right? So for us to recognize the talent is we do not need to measure them on the same basis as their male counterparts. We know there's potential, we know there's developmental gap. All that we need for women to thrive in the industry is already sitting in this room. It's true. You know, we just need to keep amplifying, keep going at it to say, we need development pipelines structured to enabling our female leaders.
Claudia, when I think about challenging gender stereotypes, the very first thing that comes to mind is that the mining industry, like many other industries, is predominantly male. But women are taking these industries by storm. We've seen that they are capable, and we're moving away from the supporting roles. Let's hone that skills, let's invest it in ourselves and in other women so that they may take it forward and become something for themselves and prove to the world that we are capable.
For us to see the change, we need to become the change. But in the process of becoming the change, let us not get lost in the environment changing who we are.